Hi, welcome you all. I am Ms. M. Vaidehehi, Assistant Professor, Department of BBA Bellar College for Women. And now I am going to discuss about theories of motivation. So before going to theories of motivation, let us know what is meant by motivation. According to George theory, motivation is the desire within an individual that stimulates him or her to an action. So motivation is simply defined as an individual as a desire. So what stimulates them to activate their desire into action is known as the motivation. So now let us see the two theories of motivation. First one is Maslow's theory and next one is Dougals and McGregor's theory. There are a lot of theories of motivation given by various authors. Today we are going to discuss about two theories. One is Maslow's theory of motivation. According to Maslow, what is perception towards his motivation? He has given many viewpoints by means of diagram. Next, we are going to see about Douglas McGregor's theory. That is, by means of theory X and theory Y, he has described about the motivation factors. So let us see about the Abraham's Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So here, why he has given the name as need hierarchy theory is the need, the diagram itself given as an hierarchy. If one need is satisfied, the individual gives importance to the other need. So the name, the Maslow's have given the names as the need hierarchy theory. So there are 5 needs in the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Let us see one by one. So first one is physiological need. So physiological needs mainly stresses on the food, clothing and shelter. So the man's first basic need is food, clothing and shelter. So an individual has to satisfy this basic need and then he have to move upon to the other needs. So first need is food, clothing and shelter. So when these needs are satisfied, when an individual is not satisfied with the need, he may feel sickness, irritation, pain and discomfort, etc. So to avoid this, an individual first try to satisfy this basic need and then he is going to the next need. So first, the main and important feature is that the individual has to satisfy the physiological need, that is mainly food, clothing and shelter. After that, he will go to the next need. And the second need in the Maslow's hierarchy theory is safety need. So when physiological needs satisfied, the next need arises is the safety needs. So here, after the physiological need is satisfied, an individual gives importance to the safety need. He will make an insurance in the bank or he will have some saving deposits. Like that, he will have a future safety. So that need is the safety need. When safety need is the need for security and stability in an uncertain world. So uncertain, anything may happen at any time. So to recover from that, the individual is going to make a safety over his money. They include, what are the need included under the safety need are protection against the danger and arbitrary management actions, etc. This need motivate people to seek job security, employment, and they will take an insurance. Even if you are seeing the in the household, the mother and all will also have a savings in their own vessels. Like this, after the physiological need is satisfied, the individual gives next importance to the safety need. And the third need comes here is the sociological need. So after the physiological and safety needs are satisfied, social needs comes as a third need. So this need includes the need for the belonging, friendship. That is a man needs some companion to lead her life. So a man or woman needs some companion to lead her life. So he may have a friendship group or he may get married. So this need arises as a third need in the social need. Humans have a desire to belong to clubs, work groups, religious groups, family, etc. So after this security and physiological needs is satisfied, man needs a companion with him to lead a life. To fulfill social needs, people become friends, get married, he may join the clubs or association. So this is the third main need according to the Maslow. Next, fourth need is esteem need. So this self-esteem need is also known as ego need. Here comes the two classifications, self-esteem and the need for attention and recognition from others. So here self-esteem means he will excel from the various tasks, that is mastery task. It relates to the self-confidence, independence and the competence and achievement. And next is the need for attention recognition from others. So once his physiological need, safety and security need is satisfied, man needs recognition in the society. He wants to be feel proud, others have to respect him. So the fourth need arises here is the esteem need. He needs for attention recognition from others. Esteem needs are satisfied by become highly qualified. He may have more degrees. Next, by getting respectable jobs, driving very expensive car. So these are the examples of self-esteem need. So man have to be feel proud and should be respected by others. They are related to seeking reputation, status, reward and appreciation. You have to be appreciated by others. So there comes the fourth need, self-esteem need. And the last is the self-actualization need. It is a desire to achieve all that one is capable of achieving. It refers to maximizing one's potential and achieving excellence in one field. So even though all those four needs are satisfied, the last need is his inner satisfaction. He will have an inner desire or inner goal to become as something special. So that need is known as the self-actualization need. So these are the 5 needs. These are expressed by Maslow by means of hierarchy, that is by means of diagram. So this is the hierarchy. So first one, he is going to satisfy the physiological need, that is food, clothing and shelter. So man's essential and basic need. Once this need is satisfied, this gives next rise to the safety need, that is you have to have a deposit in the bank, you have to take a insurance, you have to meet the uncertainty in the future. So he will take a safety need. And next one, he will have a belonging need. Even though these 2 needs are satisfied, he needs some companion to lead the life. So the man or individual is going to satisfy the 3rd need. And 4th one is self-esteem need. He has to get recognized by the others in the society. He has to be feel proud. And last need is the self-actualization need. So these are the 5 needs expressed by Maslow according to his theory, his perception regarding the motivation. Next we can see the second theory of motivation. Next we can see the features of Maslow's theory. That is, human needs are infinite and never ending. So here what the Maslow is saying is that if one need is satisfied, he has to, the one need gives rise to the other need. Man's needs does not stop at one stage. If he is satisfied with the physiological need, then he is going to have, if he is having a one vehicle, he is going to have a one house, he is going to have a one expensive car. Like that, man's needs are going on multiplying. It does not stop at a single stage. Next, physiological, security and social needs are low level needs, and self-esteem and self-actualization needs are higher level needs. Here the Maslow is saying these 3 needs become as a lower level needs, and these 2 needs are said as a higher level needs. Next, human needs have a hierarchy. Higher level needs emerge only after the lower level needs are at least are partly satisfied. So once these lower level needs are satisfied, then only it gives rise to the higher level needs. Human needs are interdependent and overlapping in nature. Sometimes the man may, after satisfying his physiological need, without the safety need, some individuals may have a need for love or belonging. So these are overlapping in nature. So these are the features of Maslow's theory. Next we can see the merits and demerits. It provides a useful framework to understand the human needs. So here, how this need is going to apply in the organization. So we can see the merits and demerits. The managers can analyze by this need, the managers can analyze what is the individual's need and what level they are going to have in the organization. It's suggested that managers should identify the need, the level of employees before deciding upon the motivating factors. Next, these needs have some demerits also. It is too simple in nature. So all these are very simple needs, physiological, all these needs are very simple in nature. The theory may not be applicable in all cultures. So it may applicable in one situation and to the one people, but it may not apply to all culture. It differs. It lacks research evidence. So there is no evidence of proving this theory. Only after satisfying one need, it gives rise to the other need. So there is no such evidence. And it is difficult to measure the extent to which one should be satisfied before the next one arises. So it is also before satisfying the second need, the man may give rise to the 3rd need. So it is very difficult to measure the need. So this acts as a demerit. Since man has multiple needs, it is not necessary that only one need is satisfied at a particular time. Sometimes both the needs take as simultaneously. So these are the demerits of Maslow's needs. Next we can see the second theory, that is Douglas-McGregor's theory. This Douglas-McGregor's theory, there are 2 factors, namely theory X and theory Y. So he proposed 2 factors, namely theory X, which is a negative approach, and theory Y, which is a positive approach. Let us see the theory. So theory X, it assumed that employees dislike work and have to be forced to work. So in the theory X, how the employees will behave is that they do not like the work at all. They dislike the work. They know have the intention to do the work. They have to be forced by someone, either by the superior or the top people. They have to be forced by some people. Then only they will get into work. They will not get into the work by their own interest. So this is a negative or pessimistic approach. So since the people are lazy to do their work, this theory is named as a negative or pessimistic approach. most people are generally lazy. So what are the characteristic features of theory X? The most people are generally lazy and dislike work. The people will be very lazy, they will not be active, they will dislike the work, they would avoid work if they can. Even if the situation permits them to avoid the work, they will never do the work. They will be only do the work if someone is forcing from behind. People try to avoid responsibility. So if any opportunities comes, they will won't take any responsibility to do the work, they avoid the responsibility. And most people lack ambition, so that they do not have any personal goals or aim in their life to do their work. They simply come for the work, sit and do, and they simply go out. They prefer to be lead and are not capable of self-direction. Employees have to be closely supervised. So unless until if they are not supervised, they will not do the work. If someone is closely watching them or closely monitoring them, they are likely to do the work. Otherwise, they will not do the work. Let it be happen. They are self-centered. They do not give importance to organizational needs. So here, what is the organizational goal? They never know the organizational goal or organizational need. They only just come and do their work and grow. And lacks creativity. So here, the employees will only what the boss will say. They will follow the instructions. They won't have any creativity. And resist to changes. If any changes is brought into the organization, they will not come up with the changes. They feel very lazy, or they will not accept the changes very easily. So these are the characteristic features of theory X people. Next we can see the theory Y. It stated that work is natural to human beings like playing. It is a positive or optimistic approach. So it is just opposite to the theory X. Here the theory Y, the people will be very positive and very optimistic towards their work. Employees do not dislike work. They feel happy to do their work. They are very workaholics. This theory why people are very workaholic. Work is natural as rest and play. As like we are taking rest and we are playing. As a child is taking rest and playing. As like the employees will feel the work as like rest and play. The average person can learn. Even the average person after coming into the work, they feel to learn and upgrade their work. So upgrade their skill. They even seek responsibilities. If any responsibilities or opportunities is approaching to them, they feel very happy to take up the responsibilities. People are ambitious by nature. By nature itself, if you are seeing the theory X people, they do not have any ambition in the life. But the theory Y people, they will be very ambitious. From starting itself, they will be having one goal and they will be working towards to accomplish that goal. Employees have the potential for activity. So they will have the full potentiality in them. They will have the 100% efficiency to do the work. Workers need not to be closely supervised or directed, they are self-directed. So here in the theory Y, the people do not need either close supervision. They will be doing their work on by their own. So even the people is watching or not watching, if the people is monitoring or not monitoring, they will not bother about it. They will come to the work and they will do their work. And people are self-motivated. So here there is no need for motivation. The people is they themselves be self-motivated. So these are the characteristic features of theory Y. So just the theory X characteristics is just opposite to the theory Y. So now we can see the appraisal of Gregor's theory. Theory X assumes that lower order needs dominate the individuals, and theory Y assumes that higher order needs dominate the individuals. Gregor himself believed that theory Y assumptions are more valid than theory X. So why he is saying that theory Y is more valid than theory X? Because in theory Y, the people are more productive, the people are happy, the people will be likely to do their work without any supervision. So he is saying that the theory Y is more efficient than theory Y. Therefore, he proposed ideas such as participative decision making, responsible and challenging jobs, and good group relations to motivate employees. Therefore, what Gregor is saying that if you are with the theory Y people, they can have the benefit of participative decision making. That they can include the employees also in the decision making process. And what the research has proved that theory X does not yield better result in the long run. In the short run, it may lead to performance improvement, but it would be at the employee's morale. It is theory Y that yields high performance on a sustained basis. So comparatively, when you are comparing the theory X and the theory Y, only theory Y leads to the good efficiency, good productivity in the organization comparating to the theory X. Theory X is less profitable only in the short run, but when coming to the long run under normal conditions, theory Y is more suitable than the theory X. These are the appraisal of Gregor's theory. And at last we can have the differentiation between the theory X and the theory Y. In theory X, the people will be very lazy and they dislike the work. But in theory Y, people will work as children like to play. How a small child will have the liking towards the playing, like that the employee will have a very interest towards the work, and he will not treat the work as very burden. He will enjoy the work and he will do the work. People have to be directed, they don't take own initiative. Here someone has to be pushed up from the behind to do the work. But in the theory Y, the people are self-directed and they don't take it, they like to take initiative. People avoid responsibilities. Here the people won't have any responsibilities. Here the people willingly accept the responsibilities. And here the people must be strictly, in theory X, people must be strictly and closely monitored, but the theory Y does not need any close supervision. And here what type of leadership style is suitable is autocratic leadership. Since the people will not do their work, they should be forced by someone. Here the autocratic meaning is strict leadership should be followed. Only when the leader is strict, the employees are likely to do their work. When the leader is lenient or having democratic leadership, the employees will not do their work. Here democratic or participatory, that is in theory Y, democratic or participative style is most suitable. So here the employees, the superiors will also consult with the subordinates and take some decision. So here democratic or participative style is most suitable. And in the theory X, it advises negative motivation of employees, and here it includes the positive one, intrinsic motivation. And at last, theory X is suitable to the people who are illiterate, unskilled and low level workers. So the workers with the low level and the illiterate people and the unskilled people, theory X may be suitable, but theory Y should be applicable to the people who are educated and highly skilled and those who are in higher position. So these are the main difference between the theory X and Y. So still now we have seen about two theories of motivation, that is Maslow's need hierarchy theory, by which says that one need is satisfied, that is it goes in hierarchy, one physiological need and a safety need, social need, self-esteem and self-actualization. So one need is satisfied, the man gives rise to the other need. That is according to the Maslow's theory of motivation. And the second is McGregor's theory. So he differentiated by means of two factors, theory X and theory Y. So theory X is a negative one and theory Y is a positive one. Thank you.